Animal chiropractic friends, let's talk about respiration for a minute. Respiration we usually think of as being a separate part of our system, of our organ system, that has to do with the respiratory system. The part that breathes in air, blows out air. We think of it as being the nose, the trachea, the lungs. We oftentimes don't equate it with the skull. As we respire, the sutures in our skull actually move. And when they are not moving right, it can be difficult to get enough air, enough in-breathing volume. And we can become oxygen depleted. It can make it so that we're winded when we walk upstairs. It can make it so that we are, not getting enough air. That was the thought collapse there. So let me break it down a little bit. It's also through our we also call some viruses respiratory viruses, because they show up in our trachea, in our nose, in our sinuses. Those sinuses are intimately related to the brain, because your brain sits just the other side of that bone. So anything that's going on in those sinuses is related to your brain and your nervous system. Anything. So if your sinuses are clogged, it's likely because your brain is getting rid of lymph. It's dumping waste products, and it's got to go somewhere. And so when blood, we've talked about this a long time ago before, when blood pools up and goes to make a scab, it separates into pieces, into layers. So there's serum, the liquidy part, there's red blood cells, and then there's the white blood cells or lymphatic particles that drain out. Now lymph is different than blood. I just confused those two, but the white blood cells separate out from the red. And those are the things that we start to see in those sinuses, in our nose. That's what we blow out when we blow our nose. And those are all coming from brain activity. So if we have things like allergies or a head cold, it can impair your ability to think. It can slow down your ability to make quick, good decisions. You might make quick, bad decisions because they seemed appropriate at the time. But some of those decisions, might get slowed down, in part because your brain doesn't have enough oxygen. It doesn't have enough food in it. It doesn't have enough fat. And fat's really one of your brain's favorite foods. So our animals go through some of these same things. When they have these things going on, I want you to think chiropractic as a method of opening up the ability for that brain to breathe and to move fluids in and out of it and to get better oxygen and nutrition and decision-making factors. If you're a veterinarian or a chiropractor and you have yet to add animal chiropractic to your practice today, and you would like to help those animals with respiratory illnesses, find us today at animalchiropracticeducation.com.